If you want to eat healthy and meal prep is something you have thought about but you have hardly any time, let me show you how I do it. Look, I love eating, but I don't love cooking. I know some people love spending time in the kitchen, that's great, but that is not for me. But I don't want to eat processed food or really low quality food. I prefer organic, grass-fed stuff for health and longevity. That's just, it goes with who I am as a personal trainer and someone recovering from a chronic health condition. So in order to eat well, I need to cook. So I cook, but I cook smarter. So when I got sick, I lost most of my time in my day. I went from working, say, 10 to 12 hours a day to only being able to work, you know, 1, 2, 3 hours a day at most, which meant I only had a few hours extra in order to do the adulting stuff that I needed to be able to keep my day going. I had to find ways to save time and energy, and making meals in advance became something that was absolutely necessary for me to be able to just get by. So it started with making enough for having enough leftovers for the next day, and now it's making bulk meals to last me sometimes several weeks. And some people will argue, okay, it's not ideal to be able to, cook that long or whatever. But you know what? Sometimes it's just necessary. With busy lives, we need to be able to set it up to make it work for us. So here's how I do it. First of all, I have all of my meat ordered online and I have it delivered to my house. Same company, same order, less decisions. I know what I'm eating. I don't need to sit there just thinking, oh, maybe I'll have this time. Maybe I'll have this. Maybe I'll have this. No, I'm going to eat that. I'm going to order that. Click, click, click. The whole process of ordering my food is done in 2 or 3 minutes. I get a notification when it's going to be delivered. They let me know the day and time, and I just take it and go to step number 2, which is I have a deep freezer to be able to store my bulk meat in. So the last order I did, I ordered, I think it was 17 or 18 kilos of beef. All right. I'll talk more about how I cook or what I cook, but that's a lot of weight and a lot of room. So I've got a big deep freezer. It allows me to be able to keep everything in bulk. And yeah, ordering it online just saves me the time. It gets delivered to my house. That's time where I don't have to drive, walk around in a shopping center and come back, put it away or what have you. It is literally just 2 or 3 minutes, click, click, click. Oh, here it is. Put it in the freezer and I'm done. Next, I mastered the slow cooker. So I have a 5 kilo slow cooker, which allows me to cook 5 kilos. Surprise, surprise. Unfortunately, when I do cook 5 kilos, sometimes the food overflows and makes a huge mess, and that's not ideal. So I've tried to back things off, and I'm working on 4.5 kilos now, just to save myself the extra time of cleaning up mess, because I don't like cleaning extra mess, and I don't like wasting time. So slow cooker, very cheap, works incredibly well. The food comes out unbelievably. In fact, we used the slow cooker for Christmas Day, did a lamb roast, and the meat was just falling off the bone. Unbelievable. So, slow cooker. Yep, it's really good. Makes things very easy to be able to do. And for me, I'll turn it on at the start of the day, throw the food in at the start of the day. I might walk back and mix it up once. I might walk back later and add some herbs and spices and onions into it. And then at the end of the day, I come back and I do step number 4. Step number 4 is have containers to be able to set everything up into individualized portion sizes. I know exactly how much I want to eat for how much energy I need. So if you are someone who is in fitness or you're training for something and you are tracking your macros and you're looking for exactly how much, you can figure out what that is and get containers to be able to match. So I am eating beef mince as a predominant source of my protein. My body really likes beef, grass-fed, free range, and it is beef mince and it is mixed with beef heart, and that's also minced up, so it just gets mixed in there. Generally, I will mix 3.5 kilos of beef mince with 1 kilo of beef heart mince, and you can barely taste the difference, or at least I can't now because I've been doing it for so long. At times I've tried liver as well, so you can get some liver in there. Liver is very strong, so if you are going to try putting liver in with your food, then start with a small amount first rather than going all in, because you might just ruin the food for you and not be able to eat it. It can be that strong. In the last 6 months, I've also had, what was it, wild boar, kangaroo, and venison, just to try different things to be able to mix in there. Lamb is one that I'll get as well. And I can get all of these things grass-fed, free range, very high quality meats, and yeah, it works really well. Number 5, frozen veg. That's one of the things that I use, and I have used for quite a while now. Now, frozen veg comes out, and quite often it is snap frozen straight away, so it is fresh, and quite often fresher than what you would get as the fresh food in the supermarkets, because the fresh food in the supermarkets can take days to be able to get there, and quite often it's sprayed or like gassed with different preservatives to try and make it last longer. Now, obviously, that's not so great for you. The less preservatives or the less pesticides and stuff that are involved with that food, the healthier it's going to be for you. So frozen vegetables are a really easy way to make sure you've got plenty of food around. Always got vegetables on hand when you want it. There's plenty of variety with that. And you can order that stuff online as well. It's not difficult. It's really easy to get hold of. It's really easy to put into portion sizes if you want to do it that way too. And yeah. Number 6, I cook rice in bulk and then I freeze it. So again, I cook my rice in a large fry saucepan. I'll do like 5 cups of rice at a time, and then that'll give me a bunch of individual serving sizes that go into the same sort of things into my containers. They go into my freezer, and then when it comes around to dinner time, I'll literally just grab my beef, I grab my rice, I heat them up in a pan. I don't use a microwave for reasons that if you're a health freak, well, you probably understand, but if not, you can go into that. But basically, microwaves are not heating food evenly, and it is not the best way of doing it. So I tend to heat everything up on the stove. I just use a small saucepan. I'll put my meat in there with some extra salt. I'll put some rice in there. I'll put some water in there. I'll set it on a medium temperature, and I'll walk away and do whatever I'm going to do and come back 10 minutes later and it's ready to go. And then all I do is I just get the frozen veg, I throw some of that on top, and I mix it all together, and it might take 15 minutes to have my dinner ready to go, but I've literally just put a few things in there. My actual prep time of putting dinner together was probably 2 minutes. It's simple. It saves so much time. It makes eating healthy easy. Look, so if you can cook once and eat many times, then that makes things so much easier for you. If you're prepared and you have good food ready to go all the time, you're way less tempted to go and buy your takeout. You're way less tempted to eat whatever the junk food is, because the food's already there. It's ready for you. It's easy. You like it. And if you do it right, then it's so good that you look forward to that anyway. Quite often I think about going and getting takeout and I'm like, nah, it's easy to go and do this. Can you imagine? It's easier for me to heat up my meal prepped food than it is for me to go and order food and get it delivered. I would rather do that because it saves me time. And you know what? I'm always satisfied when I eat the meal that I want. So, proper planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. Yeah, that's some gold for you. All right? Now, look, if you want more tips on how to design your ideal lifestyle, save time, optimize your life, I've got a free 28-day program that helps you design, build, and live a life that you are going to love and you're ready to jump out of bed for. 28 days of me coaching you through these different things. You'll find the link below. Click it. I'll see you on the inside.